Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about the Eternals. I haven't seen the movie yet, like some lucky critics have, but I am not a critic, so I did not get an early screening or anything like that. I'm just a regular fanboy that just wants to talk about the things that I love. And it looks like The Eternals is the lowest rated MCU movie on Rotten Tomatoes. It sounded like it must have hit a rotten score for a little bit because when I checked this morning, it was at 60%, which is still it's considered fresh, but it's on the edge of being rotten. So a new a couple more reviews could knock it down more or bring it up more. I would hope bring it up a little bit more. Thor: The Dark World was the previous record holder for the lowest rated MCU movie at a 66%, which I said if 66% is your worst score, you're actually doing pretty damn good. But look, every studio is going to hit this bump in the road once in a while. Let's remember that Pixar for the longest time had a really good solid record film after film. All their films were fresh from 1995 until 2011 when Cars 2 came out. That became the first Pixar movie, I believe, that got a rotten rating. It happens to the best of all studios. One rotten rating isn't gonna hurt the movie. I think the Marvel Cinematic Universe has earned a lot of trust from people. And look, just because critics are hating it doesn't mean, or critics are mixed about it, doesn't mean you're going to hate the movie. It just means, look, the critics aren't agreeing on this one. Some of them think it's a really good movie. I've heard a lot of critics like it. John Campia gave the movie a really good review. Christian Harloff from The Big Thing gave the movie a really good review, solid. Robert Meyer Burnett. So I listen to a lot of guys. Perry Nemiroff, who used to work with Collider, I don't know if she still does. She gave the movie a rotten review. It said on Rotten Tomatoes. I saw her little tag there, her little segment. Yeah, it said it was rotten. So that's her opinion, though, and it shouldn't affect your opinion. It's the way I look at Rotten Tomatoes is more for people that are on the fence about a movie. If you are somebody that's unsure, if you want to check certain movies out, that's where I use Rotten Tomatoes. Um, Movies that like I don't know if I want to see this in theaters, uh, or wait for streaming. Sometimes Rotten Tomatoes can help me make that final decision. Usually, though, if I'm looking forward to a movie like The Eternals, I ignore critic ratings because I'm excited about it, and I don't want that to interfere with what my judgment is going to be. And I'm gonna go check it out next weekend, next Saturday. I'm gonna be checking it out, and I'm super excited about it because, yeah, it's Marvel. I love the MCU. This is a very similar situation to me, and I think I've matured a lot since then. In 2016, when Batman v Superman came out, or even Man of Steel, I was bummed out a little bit that the movies were getting mixed reviews. Like I think Man of Steel is at a 56% or something like that. That is a criminally underrated movie. That movie should have been in the 80s or 70s at least. I don't know why critics were so mixed on that movie. And then Batman v Superman even more so with the 28% on Rotten Tomatoes, I think. It's like what was up with that? So, when it comes to critic ratings, I don't let them interfere with my judgment of a movie. I just go and if I'm excited about it, I'm going to go and check it out no matter what. And I'm going to give the same advice that I gave to my fellow Batman v Superman fans. I know I did videos of it in the past, where if you are excited for the Eternals, if you love the MCU and everything Marvel Studios has been doing, then go and check this movie out. Judge for yourself and see if you like it. Really, the critic rating is just there for the general audience to decide. And hopefully if they realize they like the MCU time and time again, or most of the MCU movies, hopefully they'll go and check it out regardless how low the Rotten Tomatoes score is. I hate people who take the Rotten Tomato score as like this this is what it is and this is what we should follow. It's like, no, follow your instincts, follow what you feel. If you didn't want to see the movie, then don't go see it. If you did, then go and see it, please. Make up your own decision and your own mind, unless you're on the fence about it. So I'm gonna end this video here. I don't want to keep ranting on about this. I don't care if if the MCU gets its first Rotten score, great. Guess what? There's a handful of movies that I can name that got Rotten scored. I just named two of them in this video: Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. If this happens to be Marvel's first one, then so be it. Even the Pixar movies, you know, I think The Good Dinosaur deserved the score it got. I think that one got a Rotten score too on Rotten Tomatoes. Cars 2, I actually enjoy Cars 2 for what it is. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. I don't think it's the best Pixar movie either, but I don't think it deserves a Rotten score. I might be wrong though. Cars 2 might be in the 60s as well, but if I'm right, it might be in the 30s, or somewhere along that line. Either way, I'm pretty sure Cars 2 got Rotten reviews from critics, and maybe even fans too. But either way, I don't care about critics. So go and watch the movie for yourself. Decide for yourself, especially if you are excited for it. That's all I gotta say. So with that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please contribute to the discussion below. Like, let me know your thoughts. Are you excited for the Eternals still despite the reviews, or are you someone that didn't care for the movie to begin with? Let your thoughts be known. I know there's some people that are not huge fans of the MCU, and that's fine too. They're allowed to have their decision. I might disagree with them, but yeah, that's how I feel. So with that being said, everybody, until next time, take care.